deadlock is broken. And the ball's on the back of the net.
Is this the day that turns their season around?
He's done it again!
We now want to bring in Ed Foster-Simeon, who is the president of U.S. Soccer Foundation, or former president. Are you the current or
Yeah, hi guys. I'm president of the U.S. Soccer Foundation. How are you?
And Ed, I was telling Eric, we had you on the show a couple years ago, I think, out in St. Louis, talking about all the things that the U.S. Soccer Foundation does. Maybe you can give us an idea of the tie-in here with Black History Month.
Well, you know, it's so funny as listening to Kobe and listening to Jim Brown speaking about creating opportunity is really the key for kids to be exposed to soccer. And that's what we're doing at the foundation. We are just presenting opportunities for the kids to have an opportunity to play the game and to learn the game, because like any kid, you know, if you're exposed to soccer, it's an enjoyable, it's a fun game, you know, and I think there's no great mystery to it. We just haven't had the opportunities presented to these children in the past.
Yeah,
and we've been working pretty hard in major cities across the country to open up those doors, supporting programming there.
Yeah, just to kind of continue on that theme, I think the last time we spoke, you were really talking about the focus on getting into inner city kids and giving them the opportunity to play. Give us a little bit of an update where some of those programs are at.
Yeah, we have major initiatives going on in Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, Washington, D.C., and we're getting ready to launch a major program in New York with the goal of reaching at least 1,000 kids in each of those cities. We're already doing it in the four previous cities, L.A., Chicago, Houston, and D.C., and I expect to do the same or more in New York. You know, and we'll be going from city to city as resources are available. And what we do is we're providing after-school programming with soccer opportunities for kids to be engaged with well-trained coaches who know what they're doing, engage the kids in programming in a fun activity. They learn the game just like in the suburbs. You know, one of the funny things is that if you think about it, in the suburbs, you know, the game had to be brought to the suburbs as well in the United States.
Right.
It wasn't a natural game here. People brought it, and children adapted to it, and now it's part of the fabric of life in suburban middle-class America. And it's the same thing in the city. As children are exposed, as their parents are exposed to the game will grow there as well.
Well, listen, we got a call for you if you're okay with taking a call. Larry would like to ask you a question. Larry, you there?
Here, go ahead. Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Larry.
Hey, no, I want Eric to go ahead and address, you know, he just talked to Kobe Jones, but doggone it, talk about the cost of what is, you know, for club soccer. There's no way a single black kid, a black kid with a single mom, there's no way they can afford $2,000 to $3,000 for club soccer, and it's screwing up the United States soccer as far as that goes. Okay? The USSF has an obligation to make it available to those kids. As far as Latino kids in the barrio and everywhere else in South Texas, for that matter, okay, they're not doing it. And
Well,
so
Larry, it sounds to me like they're trying. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Ed?
Ed, jump in there. You can probably answer that.
Yeah, let me jump in there, because there is a lot going on. Not only are we providing these programs that we're supporting are free to the children to participate in, so that we're eliminating the cost barrier to participation, which is a huge issue. Now, we're talking recreational play and at children in elementary and middle school ages, and we're providing the opportunity to them, no charge to them to play. We're also, you know, working with urban programmers. We helped create something called the Urban Soccer Collaborative. The foundation brought in about 5 groups initially, groups that are working in the inner city with soccer programs with children in the cities. And we asked them, you know, what were the needs, what were the challenges that they faced, et cetera. And what came out of that was a group called the Urban Soccer Collaborative that the foundation supports that exchanges best practices, how to grow these programs in inner city, you know, how to raise the funding for them to make them go, how to build a volunteer network to support them just the way they're supported out in the suburban community. So there's a lot going on. Today there's more than 60 groups serving about 32,000 children in the Urban Soccer Collaborative. So there is growth and there is activity going. It doesn't make the front page of the New York Times, but it's happening.
All good stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, keep doing what you're doing. Go find the next Josie Altidore, Kobe Jones, DeMarcus Beasley, Tim Howard. I know they're out there. I know that. I have one question for you, though. if this all works, I mean, I know everybody weighs in on this thing, and I know they had that 2010 thing a couple of years back. If we really get to the bottom, the grassroots, the real grassroots of soccer, when do we win a World Cup?
Well, I'm not in the business of predicting when we're going to win the World Cup.
I was trying to get you on that, buddy.
But I will tell you is that the more children you have playing, the more children that are the highly talented children who are going to perk to the top, whether they're in the suburbs, whether they're in the city, no matter where they are, the more children you have playing, the greater chances you have of, increased talent rising to the top. So I think that, getting kids playing is really the fundamental question at the base level, and everything builds on top of that.
Well, it was fantastic having you on the show. It's pretty cool. First we get Ed, and then we had Jim and Kobe. Black History Month is going to be a pretty cool month. We've got how many more days left to celebrate? Only about 8 or 6 or 7. What have we got? 6?
It's not a leap year, I don't think.
It's not a leap year.
Ed, great.
Ed, thanks for being on the show. We really appreciate it. And
thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. All right. Well, we're done. We got to take another break. We come back after the break for the world famous Have Your Say.
I can't wait.
You've never been a part of it.
I can't wait.
We got a little bit of Premier League to handle, and then we'll get to that. All right? We'll see you at 5.